Okay, so in this video, I'm recording a VOD review for one of my followers who's in bronze currently and doesn't know what they're doing wrong. So we're going to take a look. So they're playing Neeko support, going Electrocute Neeko versus a Twitch and a Pike with a Kaisa and Neeko. So already level 1, I can tell you that you have to be very careful. Pike has a lot of kill potential on you. If he lands any of his engage, he's going to kill you. Already, I can see some you've done wrong. You've already put a point in Q level 1. First of all, you shouldn't point in anything until... what if they invade you? You'll probably want your root to disengage. And if they don't invade you and you go into lane, you definitely want to take your W level 1 versus a melee matchup. And Twitch has a low auto attack range. So you want your W up so you can start to poke. And if Pike tries to find an engage on you level 1, you can use your W, the stealth, to dodge the hook and make sure you don't get hooked level 1. So we'll see if you get hooked level 1 or not. But if you do, I can tell you that taking Q is bad. Another reason you want to take Q level 1 is because you want to have your W and your E in case you get gank level 1 or 2. And if you take your Q level 1, you're not going to have your main escape tools until level 3. You're only going to have either your root or your W, right? So let's fast forward a bit and see how this goes. So you don't need a leash. So we're walking the lane. That's fine. I fast forward a bit more. So you guys are shoving a bit, that's fine. You're getting priority in lane. So as soon as they come in, you're probably going to want to already, you should already be walking up and trying to Q him right away. Make sure you're always behind your minions too, so you don't get hooked. So your positioning's okay, but so far you haven't got any pressure off whatsoever. This is like your strongest point versus them, because when Pike only has this Q, he can't do anything if you walk behind minions. So you could have thrown a Q on him there. You could have thrown a Q on Twitch there. Because yeah, you got a Q off finally, but just a bit too late. So level 1, you definitely want to pressure harder versus these melee matchups. Yeah, you're playing just really, you're standing behind your ADC right now and you're playing really safe. Just as long as you're behind minions, you can't get hooked. Now he's level 2 and they have... Alright, nice root, nice root. Look how much damage you did there. Imagine if you were poking him earlier. Alright, so not bad. But, like I said, you were not harassing earlier. Imagine if before this root, look how much health he has. You could have probably Q'd him maybe 2 or 3 times before he hit level 2. And then when you landed this root, he would have just died immediately right away. Also, when you landed this root, this is fine. Walk up, and you should, once you Q'd him here, see how you're watch this. He's walking in on your ADC, and you should start running away. You should have just auto-attacked him and ignited him right away. You auto-attacked the wrong target here. If you walked in and auto-attacked him, and ignited him right away, your ADC probably would have lived. But it's fine. Just remember that, versus melee matchup, Pike has really weak level 1. You really need to abuse the level 1, which you did not do at all. You let him get his level 2 first. So, yep, the wave's just pushing. We're waiting for ADC, can't really do much. You don't want to attack the minions. Attacking the minions is bad because you're just creating the wave to push towards them now. And when your ADC comes back, they're just going to be getting less harm. If you're going to attack the minions, just only make sure you only last hit. Because you're just look at this wave. It was pushing towards your ADC hard, and now it's kind of pushing towards that. Now look at your ADC's only getting 4 farm here. When your ADC could have had a lot more farm. And your ADC is now going to be under leveled. He's going to hit level 3 before your ADC. So you have to just attack this Pike, attack Pike. That was your ADC's fault. Nothing you can do there. Nice. Back up. Yep. Honestly, it may seem like that was your ADC definitely was at fault for that. But again, if you didn't push that wave and you had the bigger wave with you, your ADC probably would have lived. But because you weakened the wave, your ADC then ended up dying. So you're doing it again. You're attacking the wave. This is bad because you're just pushing the wave towards the enemy again. You just want to let the wave push into you so your ADC can get EXP. You could probably ping your jungler here to come to, your jungler's coming to gank, but alright, so that worked out well. Let's just rewatch that for a second. So I think what you did wrong here is your jungler's coming. You don't need to throw out your root yet. Right there was just way too early to throw out your root. If I were you, I would have just Q'd. I would have Q'd the Twitch here and then walked away and just baited him in towards you. So right here, if you just throw out a Q on Twitch and walk away, you're just going to do free damage, but you throw out the root and miss, and now that tool is gone. So imagine if you still had root right here. You just threw it out too early. Sometimes it's better to just hold on to spells than to throw it right away. But it works out. You had to blow your flash. Good job. So we're going back. What do we buy here? Upgrade your support item. 2 pinks. Nice, nice. Good stuff. Always remember when you're going back too that you can roam mid. This was not a time to roam mid, but just keep that in mind. So you're going to throw out your root. You miss, it's okay. Try not to throw your root on the support either. Because I could see there you missed, which sucks either way, but like I could see you threw out your root on the pike. You want to make sure you're always going for the enemy AD carry. So right here, let's slow it down. You're throwing it on this guy, but you should be throwing it on that right here. If you threw it on the Twitch and you throw him with a Q, there's no way your ADC dies because Twitch can't be, like, she can walk out of range of the ADC and the ADC can't be auto-attacking her, but because you didn't go for a root on ADC, he was able to just keep walking towards you guys. So just try to remember in general, always, always, always go for poke on the ADC over the support if you can. So your jungler, you can like ping help. Yep, that's you ping help, that's good. Go now, go now, you should be going. Should have been going maybe a few seconds earlier, but it's okay. This is still looking okay. Lee Sin gets hooked. Again, throw root. Nice, nice. See, root on the ADC. Always good. Oh, walk away, walk away. You don't always have to auto attack. Live, it's okay. Alright, nice, nice. Good job. You missed the root. There's nothing I can really tell you with the roots. Like, you just need to keep missing until eventually you get better and hit them more. But it was good that this time you threw the root on the ADC at least. Because look how much damage. Like, the ADC is primary target always to throw your root on. So what do you buy? Instead of cloth armor, 100% you should have bought boots here. Move speed is like the best stat because it helps you roam quicker. It'll help you get back to lane quicker, and it'll help you dodge pike Qs, right? So I know what you were thinking. They're double AD. It's not the worst, but like I would never buy that over boots. But it's fine. It's not like the end of the world. Like, it's actually a fine buy. It's just like I would never do that, but there's nothing wrong with it. You're feeling scared and you're versus a double AD lane, so it's still efficient. Good ward. You just saw them both back right now. Do you have any wards up off cooldown? Okay, you don't. If you had wards off cooldown, since you saw them both back, this would be a good time. You could get a ward in this bush. You could get a ward in that bush. In general, just like if they're both like Volibear's there, but you could scout him out too. Like if your lane goes back, but you didn't have any wards yet, so not much you can do. You should be helping your ADC push here, by the way. Just auto attack the cannon. Yeah, see how you're attacking it now. So Twitch is stealth, and they're gonna open up on you here. You're too close to tower then. You know, this is a good example of where you died, where because your flash was down. So over here, where you missed your root because you threw it on the wrong target, and then they engaged on you, you lost your flash. And if you didn't do that, you would have just lived here. So it sucks. You just gotta have good awareness and remember that they have double stealth and that they can come at any point. If you watch me play, whenever I'm playing versus Twitch and we're out attacking tower, I'll start spam pinging the Twitch in like B. You just have to remember that Twitch can just come out of nowhere. Not much you can do if he gets the opening. So what'd you buy here? More wards. I don't know how much gold you had, but probably not enough to buy anything. So at this point, let's just pause for a second. So at this point, you guys are severely behind. You're doing okay in CS, but the Pyke has 2 kills on you, and the ADC on their team has 2 kills on you. So at this point, you have to play really, really, really safe. You're just only looking for roots and poke onto the ADC, standing back. Once you hit 6 and you have Ignite up, you can go for kills still. You guys can destroy these guys if you land your full combo on the Twitch, but you have to have Ignite up, and you have to have level 6, and Kaisa has to have level 6 too. So here I'm going to be looking for you to be just playing safe. Back up. Good, good, good. So now he has no Q up, you can play aggressive. Like here you should be walking up. You're standing so far back, he has no Q up. Like pause the video here for a sec. This guy's Q is still down for another 3 seconds, and you had like already 3 seconds you're doing nothing. Like you could right now, look where you're standing behind your ADC when their Pyke has no way to engage on you for another 3 seconds. You should be standing like right here, right now, zoning the ADC, because your ADC can't farm right now because he's zoning your ADC from the way. But if you were standing up here, you could zone their ADC, and if their ADC doesn't back up, you can root him and Q him and do a lot of damage. So in general, whenever you're facing tank supports, you got to always remember that when they use their primary engage, then you have to play back. So now his hook is back up, so now you have to play safe again. See, you walked in right when you were, like I said, you have to play safe, and you walked straight in. Yeah, like I said, you have to play safe until you both hit 6. At least your ADC lived. But if you both hit 6 and you engage on their Twitch, you'll kill them for free. So it looks like Lee Sin's coming down. That's okay, but not ideal again. See what happened? Your ADC just getting killed. At least you got the kill, but... Okay, it's gonna all work out, but... Again, even though it looks juicy, I wouldn't have thrown out the CC on the Pyke. But it worked out. It was okay. Like, to be honest, he was overextended. It was probably fine. But you just gotta try and remember that, like, he still landed all his spells on you anyways, even though you rooted him. So it really didn't do that much. And you're just gonna, like, constantly be looking to poke out the Twitch. So let's take a look here at how you've been leveling. So 3 points in Q is fine into this matchup. You haven't been poking out the Twitch. If you're going to be leveling points in Q, you have to be landing Qs on Twitch. Like, Twitch is pretty much this whole lane. I don't think his health is dropped below, like, 50% health very many times. Like, this Twitch should always be pressured by you and your Qs, especially if you're maxing Q first. But after you have 3 points in Qs, you should be looking to level your E now, because you want to extend the root duration on it, and you have enough damage with 3 points. So let's see what happens here. So you both have 6. Unfortunately, you don't have Ignite, so it's going to be hard for you guys to get a kill. You guys are playing really far back. It's fine. Makes sense because you guys are really far behind. Just waiting for the wave to come to you. Let's fast forward a bit. So Twitch is stealth. You have no idea of that, but you guys are playing pretty far back. You should be okay. Okay, like right now, you need to walk up behind, stay behind the minions. Like, yeah, let's go back a sec. So when the Twitch comes out of stealth here, right now, your first reaction's fine. You take a step back, but after he's walking here and you see Pyke right here, you should walk up. Right now, you should be walking over here, because right now Pyke's only way he can Q is up in this direction, right? Because your minions are here. He can only hook there. He can only hook there. If you're standing over here, you're safe. So if you walked over here, you could be trying to land Qs. Like I said, if you're maxing Q, you need to be landing Qs on the ADC. So if you were positioned over here, you'd be safe from Pyke landing a Q on you, and you'd be able to land poke on the ADC. The only way Pyke could ever land a Q on you is if you walked up to about where this minion is here and E'd past the minion wave and went to land a hook on you. But if he did that, you could root him and he'd be underneath tower. And you guys could probably, like, you could root Q and ulti him under tower and he would die, right? So if you stood over here, you could be pressuring the ADC. But instead you walk this way. Now you're in an angle where Pyke can potentially, like, he can E up here and look for a hook on you and he's out of tower range. And your ADC is going to be getting zoned from their ADC by their ADC and she's not going to be able to farm. So let's see what happens here. So yeah, so you're like, hanging out over here is just like, want to walk up this way, but it's okay. And look, see, like I said, the Pyke's going to go for a hook in this angle. He misses, it's fine. Okay, his hook's down. This is what I'm saying again. His hook's down for 11 seconds. You have 11 seconds right now to pressure. You should be walking up to where this pink ward is right now. Trying to, if you can land an EQ ulti on their ADC, you guys can probably just kill him right now. But again, you go for the wrong. You keep poking this. See, if you did that whole combo on the ADC there, he'd probably die. Like, legitimate, watch his HP here. Watch how low he's going to get. See, before I even saw what happened, I could already tell you. If you threw your whole combo on him instead of throwing your combo onto the Pyke, that ADC would be dead right now, and you would have got a kill. So just, again, like, you're just like, I know Pyke is really scary because he has so much kill pressure on you, but he is not the target you're looking to kill. You're looking to kill the ADC. So you guys are about to get dove. You see vision. At this point, you guys are okay. There's no way for them to dive you, really, because Pyke is, well, yeah, it's going to be hard. Pyke can still just double kill you guys, though. It seems scary. You guys have to honestly be really careful here because, like, you just used up all your spells. But since their jungler left, you're okay. But you guys are worried because you don't know where he is still. So let's see what happens here. If Pyke throws out his Q, you need to play aggressive again. So we'll see. Pyke's not throwing his Q, so you're staying a safe distance. You threw out your root again. Not good. Just throw out your Q. Like, you didn't even throw your Q at all. So, like, let's take a look at the difference in damage here on you. So your Q right now is doing 230 damage. 230, and your root is doing, like, 100. So you could do like double the damage with Q, and you still have your root up off cooldown. So like there, if instead of throwing your root, you just threw a Q on him and walked away, you get free damage down, and if he turns around and tries to engage, you still have your root up. But because you're leading with your root, you're just like missing and getting like effectively no value out of any of your spells. Okay. Again, he can't hook you through minions. When you saw him, so let's go back for a second. So let's change this to where we have only vision of you so we can make this more obvious. Fog of War for you guys are red. Alright. So you have no idea. You're assuming both of them are in here, and you want to be staying behind your minions so you can't get hooked. So you do good here, and watch, when you see the pipe come out, walk back. As soon as you see that pipe walk, you should have walked right back. Like, just have to get instant. And again, you threw the root on him. Wrong target. If you threw it on the ADC, your Kaisa probably would have killed him. If there's one thing I hope that, like, it's hard to, like, absorb all the information I'm telling you, but if there's one information I hope you're going to get from this is start using your spells on the ADC, please. You've already lost a couple kills this game because of throwing your spells on the wrong target. Alright, we don't need to watch this because you're not part of this. Let's go back a bit, see what you did there. So good, you're going looking to roam mid. This is good. You're following with your jungler. Good stuff. You should be walking out this way up here instead of in the brush. You want to get behind her. Like, imagine if here... So imagine if right here you came, instead of walking in here, you came out behind. You even have a pink here, so you know that they don't have vision. And you came from behind here. Look how she's positioned here. Boom, look at that. Imagine if you're coming behind her right now at this angle, and you hit her with a root ulti. She just dies. But instead, as soon as you walk out of the bush here, she sees you and she backs up. If you walked around, you could have got behind her and just like comboed her. But it's okay. There's also risks. If you go here and you don't wear Volleybears, Volleybear can come from behind you, so there's risks, but there's no way your gank's going to succeed if you walk out that way. You need to go back bot though right now. Yeah, you stayed too long mid. Once the gank was obvious that you weren't going to get it, there's no reason for you to stay. But it's okay, it's okay. So you're coming back alive. So you walk mid again, but look at your bot lane. Right here when you're coming out of base, like look at your ADC with the tower, look at them, and you're walking mid when there's literally no one even mid. You could be right now here with your ADC and potentially picking up free kills. Like imagine if you just popped out right now from behind here with like your ulti and E or something or anything. Like if you just went mid and then went and roamed down behind them. But instead you're sitting mid, leaving your ADC to just 1v2. But we're here now, so you need to watch out because looking at vision, always play around vision. So right, you know that the bot lane's there, but we don't know where their mid laner is. We don't know where their top laner is. We don't know where their jungler is. And you have no vision right here. You have no vision right here. And you're playing very aggressively. Alright, this is okay. Your bot laner is safe under tower, so this is actually okay. You should even be thinking about, do you have any wards up right now? Right, so you have wards up right now, so you should probably have a ward over the wall right here somewhere, or even on the Wraith Bush. You should have got a ward somewhere right here. You should have got a ward somewhere right here. And like, that way, with that ward and this ward, there's no way for you to get ganked from the top side. And with this ward and a ward right here, there's no way for you to get ganked from there. So you'd be like completely safe. But right now you're playing aggressive mid without vision on... You have to remember that Twitch has stealth, Pyke has stealth. So right now, people can just be coming, like stealth characters can be coming from around your sides. And you're about to get messed up. You also have a pink ward up. So like, considering the fact that they have a Twitch and a Pyke, you probably, even though there's already a ward here, you probably want a pink ward in here or in this bush. And you have a pink here, and that would stop Twitch and Pyke from being able to flank you guys. But right now you have like no vision up, and you're probably just about to get destroyed by a Pyke, by a person. So a good thing that there's this ward here, so you're good to know that you need to back up. See, there comes... Just remember, your whole point is to get vision down. Like, you have 3 wards up right now, and you only have 1 placed, and you have 2 control wards, and you're in none placed. So, like, right now you're sitting mid, but you're not doing anything. You should be getting vision control. Send your W in this bush. Don't face check like that. Send your W in, and then go put... You should have put your control ward in there. Because, let's see. Let's take a look at the enemy's vision here. Yeah, see, they have a ward in there. So if you put your control ward in there, you would have got true vision. Oh, and what did we just see? Look at a Twitch coming in. Imagine if you put your control ward, like I just said, in this brush. You would have vision on this Twitch coming right now, and then you would avoid this kill that he's maybe going to get on you guys here. So you're walking up. As you're walking past here, please, please, please place a ward over the wall here as you were walking by. I'd place a ward. I would have literally placed a ward over the wall here and a ward over the wall here as I was walking through. And then you have ward, 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 right? Around this, like, hover, and it's like no one can enter this area without using stealth. Good try, nice try. You didn't expect the least kick. I rate the attempt. I'll never, ever, ever flame people for missing spells and trying to make plays. You tried to make a play. You failed the play. It's okay. You should have known when Lee Sin... Like, Lee Sin's main combo is kicking people in, so you should have seen when he W'd over that that's what he's probably going for. But, you know what? I'll commend you. You went for a E flash. I'm pretty sure you did the E before you flashed too. So I'll commend you for the attempt there. Good try. So right now, if I were you and I was looking at the map, I'd be walking towards mid. You need to be getting vision around this herald because there's no dragon up. So like I said, you want a ward here. So you went back and you just got 3 new wards, but you didn't place your last ones. Like if you placed, you could have had a ward here and here and then still had 3 wards on you. So if they sweep those wards, you can replace them. But now you're just like losing the value of the wards that you had. Also, don't forget to switch to a sweeper, please. So right now, I'd be getting, because we're trying to control this side of the map, I'd be putting a control ward in this bush, and again, getting a ward over the wall here, getting a ward over here, and going to look to like help my top lane by roaming up behind. But instead, you kind of just sit mid, it looks like. Oh, I got juked out by your, by your thing. So yep, you're going top, this is all good. If you roamed earlier, you could have had path before the Syndra, but you kind of wasted time mid. You should change to look into Lee Sin too here or something else so that they don't know that you're squishy Neeko. Don't take people's CS, please. It's fine. Like, it's not a big deal, but you'll find in low elo, it really tilts your teammates a lot too. It makes them lose. Did you just place that control ward? I mean, it's an okay control ward because it stops Twitch from coming behind you, but you'd be better off putting the control ward in that bush. Not much you could do to help this guy. That guy kind of just suicided. Nice route. Lee Sin's coming. You should be going in. You should be going in. You should be going in. You have your ulti up and it's 2 versus... You could have killed this. Yeah. You should be going in like a few seconds ago. So far though, like I said, like... You're missing spells or whatever, that's fine. But the biggest thing in lane phase that I've noticed so far was, like I said, focus the ADC more. You're focusing the support too much. And later in the game, make sure you're getting vision down. You're not getting enough vision down for your team. And vision wins games really hard. It took me a while to learn that, but like vision actually, like, wards win games really hard. If you see what your enemy's doing before they do it, you can like react appropriately. So right now there's a dragon buff spawning. So now you want to be getting vision bot side. So you always have 2 control wards, which is so good. Honestly, not enough supports do this. Like 2 control wards every time you back, I'm proud of you for that. Don't forget to get the sweeper, but 2 control wards is amazing. But look at your vision score. It's only 14. Your mid laner has a higher vision score than you. Like as soon as you come here, what I would be looking to do is I would have my sweeper first and I would sweep all this area, right? You would only find 1 ward, but it's important to clear that ward because they'll be able to see you guys as you're moving to dragon. And I would sweep this area. And I'd probably put a control ward in this bush, put a ward over the wall right here, get a ward over here, right? And then you'd have this vision right here, and then you have control of the dragon area. And then when the dragon spawns, if you guys are looking to do it, you can remove the control ward you had here and replace it on the dragon when you place it. But let's see what you do instead. That's what I would do if I were you in this situation. But instead, you're just sitting on your tower doing nothing pretty much. You could have been over here controlling wards and trying to get control of the dragon area, but instead you concede the control to the enemy team and allow them to get control of the area. So sweeper, you don't have one, but you could have controlled 2 wards here. You could have swept. That was an okay ward to put in that bush. Since you don't have a sweeper right now, you should have put your control ward in that bush. because not only because there's the ward there, but like you need to like deny vision around here. Like you could put a control ward here, a control ward here, a control ward here, a control ward here. You need to get your control ward down somewhere. You're buying, like I said, you're buying 2 of them, which is super good. Not enough people at like, you have to be surprised, like even platinum supports don't do that, which is really good, but you're just not placing them enough. Like right now, look at, they're doing dragon, and honestly, I'm not trying to like flame you or make you feel bad about yourself, but this is pretty much your fault. Like you have 3 wards up here, you have 1 ward up here, you have 2 control wards, and you had time to go get control of this area, and you didn't. You just let the enemy team get control of the area. Not much you can do there. You're just gonna have to back up and back. You almost have your Zhonya's. Once you have your Zhonya's, you're gonna have Zhonya's and your flash up at the same time. You're probably, this game's looking bad, you're probably gonna have to make a big play. Your team doesn't really have any engage, so you're gonna have to go for a flash E Zhonya's to win the fight. So you just went back and you didn't pick up a Zhonya's. How much gold did you have? 700? So 100% you should have sold this potion to pick up the Zhonya's, the stopwatch portion, but it's okay. You should have done that, or you should have upgraded your boots. One or the other. Both would have been acceptable, but you had 700 gold and you didn't spend it when you could have bought Moby boots, or you could have sold the potion and got a stopwatch. So you're playing really safe. This is all fine because you're really squishy. So again, it's hard for me to tell you what to do in these situations, but a lot of the reason why, see how you have to play back here and you feel really scared? You want to know why you feel scared? Because from this is your vision on the enemy. Right? You're like, anyone could be here, anyone could be here, anyone could be here, but there's a simple solution. Walk over here, place a ward over the wall. Send your W in here, place a control ward in there. Once your W's off cooldown, send your W in there and get a ward in there. Get vision control around, and once you have vision around you, you'll feel a lot safer stepping up and potentially finding picks. But because you have no vision around you anywhere, you always feel super scared like you're gonna die. Your job as a support is to primarily get vision control. Like that's your priority as a support, is to get vision down and keep your teammates alive. And right now, you're not keeping your teammates alive because they can't see around you. Like Neeko's best tool is see, look how Urgot got a ward down there? That could have been you. And now that you have vision, you can like see how you can play more aggressively now. You need to go for like an ulti flash soon. That's why I'm saying you need to get that lock. Like if you had your locket now, okay, you're going back. Hopefully you pick up your locket on your back, because you need to like go for an engage. Your team has no engage. Right there, you should have engaged. Looking for opportunities to engage, right? So let's slow this down by 0.5 here to make it really obvious where you could have engaged. You have your flash up, right? So watch this. Watch the Syndra here as she uses her stun. As soon as she uses her stun, you should feel you should be good to go. So we already see Twitch, so you know he's not in stealth somewhere. We already see 4 of them here. She uses her stun right there. You should just flash eat her and ult eat on them. You could have got a massive play right there. You could have probably got like both. You probably realistically could have got both Twitch and her in that. As soon as Syndra stuns down, you know she's vulnerable, right? So, boom, stuns down, and you're walking forward. Right here, you walk backwards. You should just literally eat her and ult eat her right there. And then your Urgot here would have come around from behind, flanked them all. But instead, you pull back, and you're just giving them more opportunities. Like, always look at your team, what engage. So, Urgot, not really a good primary engage. He's a secondary engage. Lee Sin, also, not very good at engaging. Malzahar can engage, but he needs flash, which he does not have. You're literally right now, your team's like only tools is Lee Sin does a Q flash kick or a view flash ult. And the longer you wait to go engage, see Pyke, he's just fishing for hooks. Fishing for hooks. Syndra, she's fishing for stuns. Fishing for stuns. And the longer you take to engage the fight, gives them more opportunities to find picks. So when she goes for a stun and misses, that's your opportunity. You have to punish that. Or you're just like giving the enemy team. Like, to be honest, if you had punished that stun and killed them, who knows? Maybe you guys could have won the fight and took Baron. Use that Baron to push a couple towers, close the gold lead. But instead, you didn't. And you're just waiting for the enemy team to find picks. See, they find a pick and it's too late. They kind of inted, but I think this video is getting kind of long, so I'm just going to fast forward a bit. Where's the next fight coming up here? You're face checking bushes too much here. Alright, let's see how you walk in here. So you come in, and you got your W's off cooldown right here. So before you walk in, you use the sweeper over this way, which wasn't good. You should have used the sweeper down here. If you used that sweeper down here, then you could have walked in for freeing out wards down. But you didn't, so before you walked in, you should have sent your W into that bush. Because what if they were all sitting in those bushes, right? Or any of these bushes here. Also, why didn't you get a ward over the wall there? That was like prime time to get a ward over the wall. Nice. Looking good. I think you play really reactively, though, and you just wait for your teammates to make plays, which is fine if your team has engaged, but like I said, you have to look, and when your team doesn't have engage, it's your job. Like, you have flash down, so you have to wait, but once your flash is up, whenever you have flash up, you should really be looking to see how you can go for an engage. You rush Zanya's first item, and you haven't, like, you're only getting it now, and the game's pretty much already over, right? Like, you really, that for back before, needed to sell that ward, get the stopwatch, and go for a flash engage with Zanya's. Because like, that time there when Syndra was there, you could have had Zanya's, the stopwatch, and you had flash. You could have flash, E'd, ultied Zanya's, win the team fight, take the Baron, push towers, and like, take over the game. It sounds really simple, but I know it's not. Try to land the root on him when you come up. When you're coming out of Zanya's, just be spamming the root button at the ADC. Not much you can do there. Your team has good vision right now, so you don't have to worry about vision control. You're just playing way too safe. Like, you're at 100% HP back there. Your team got caught. I'll give you that. But their primary, remember I said their primary engage, they have two. They have the Syndra Q and they have the Pike stun. And this is stuff you should be looking at before the game starts, like know who their engages are. But watch how they use all their engage here. They use the, so check, that's one down. You just have to worry about Syndra. Boom, her stun's down. So right here, you can be playing aggressive. But instead, you stand here, you throw a root that's never gonna hit. You could have walked up really aggressively, gone for a root Q ulti on the Twitch, and your Malzahar would have come out behind. But instead, you're standing super far behind when they have literally no engage up. It looks like this game's over here. I'm just going to leave it at fast speed until the end because I got food in the oven that's being done. And I think you get the gist of it. Yeah, it's game. Sucks. You know, I think this game was definitely close at points, and I think there was the biggest things you could have done to win the game was in lane. Please poke the ADC. Poke the ADC as much as you can. Stop throwing stuff onto the Pike. It's only good to poke really the support if it's like a mage support, like a Zyra or like any sort of poke support, right? Because you need to get them low and then they can't poke you. But when it's a hard engage support or a healing support, you really want to be throwing everything on the ADC. And the other thing was vision control. You don't get vision down. You need to get vision around your team and look for engages. When you have flash up, when you have lock it up, you really need to, or stopwatch up, you need to be looking for engages. But other than that, I don't know what more I could tell you about that game. I hope this information helps you. This is my first VOD review I've really done, so I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.